Hello, and thank you for joining us for the Ski Summit Real Estate Show, where we talk about Colorado mountain real estate, local mountain news. I'm going to share some real estate tips or two with you as I take you behind the curtain of the Summit MLS. Today is August 3rd. I'm your host, Matt Dayton with Cornerstone Real Estate. I'm here with Benji. Hey, Benji.
How you doing?
Bueno. Thanks for being here. My producer and live stream sidekick with Benji does. He's going to be moderating the chat for us this afternoon. So please feel free to chime in if you have any questions. So love to see some input there. So what's on the docket today, Benji?
First thing I've got for you is the question of the day. And the question of the day is, what is your favorite neighborhood in Summit County and why? I've never been to Summit County, so I don't have an opinion. You've got to really let me know what's going on out there.
Oh, everybody's got an opinion, right?
Yeah.
So, but you've been a lot of places here in Colorado, though. Denver.
Yeah, but not out to that area, no.
Right. So I should be standing in front of the big map, but I'll show you on my screen. And just kind of give you a little bit of idea of where I like in Summit County. So you've got basically in Summit County, you got four basins. You got the lower Blue Basin here, which is north of Silverthorne. And it's a little confusing when you think about Summit County because north is down.
Okay.
In elevation. So Breckenridge, Blue River, that's going to be like the highest, and everything flows north. So as far as rivers, creeks, and stuff. So you got the lower Blue, you got the upper Blue, which is Breckenridge. You've got 10 Mile, which is over by Copper and Frisco area, and then you got the Snake River Basin, which is Keystone. So of all those areas, honestly, I would probably my first choice would be anywhere in Frisco.
Okay.
And if I had to narrow it down in Frisco, it's kind of just like right over in this area. Frisco's a little bit, it's surrounded by like these different highways. So you do end up, a lot of these places can get a lot of road noise, but there's these little pockets that are in there that are quiet. You're close to town, and you're easy access to shops, restaurants, marina, and it's just kind of everything central. Drawback to Frisco is one, don't see a ton of inventory coming on the market all the time. So like the inventory just stays really low. So it's a little bit harder to get into. And then you don't really technically have a ski area right there. Your closest ski area is Copper, which isn't too far away. You need to get to Breckenridge fairly easy, but that's a drive. Keystone's a drive. A Basin up here is a drive. So that's the drawback. But I like just kind of the walkability and stuff of Frisco. So I'd have to say, yeah, this little heart of Frisco would be my top pick.
How long is that drive between A Basin, Frisco, and all those other places you were showing us?
Not bad. I mean, if you're talking about like having not having a lot of traffic or anything, like if you're coming from Frisco here and you get on Summit Boulevard or Highway 9 and you drive over, I mean, you're probably 15 minutes to Breckenridge.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all. You take Swan Mountain Road, you're up over Swan Mountain and you're to Keystone in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, A Basin, add another 10 minutes onto that.
I'm sure everybody else drives in from Denver or something.
Yeah. So Frisco kind of their claim of ski area is going to be more over in Copper.
Okay.
So over here, Copper Mountain. And so this I-70 corridor, like if you're skiing Copper on a weekend, you want to get up this I-70 corridor through Copper Canyon. I'd say you need to be through there by like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
After that, it starts getting backed up. So, that's early. Go early or go late.
How many lanes is that?
It's just 2 lanes each way.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's not a lot, and you get traffic backed up because of an accident or something in there, or avalanches. We've had a few years ago. We had like big old avalanche come down and cover up I-70 in Copper Canyon. So
man,
the treacherousness of living in the mountains sometimes.
Do you get mudslides or earth slides or anything like that?
Sometimes, like more if you get more toward like Glenwood up I-70, more west on I-70, you get steeper, like kind of just steeper, more steeper embankments without a lot of granite. So yeah, but not so much in the Copper Canyon.
All right. Well, now I've got local news for you if you're ready to talk about that. All right. I need to share my screen. I keep not doing this stuff, but here is the local news. They're talking about interest rates, and they're saying that real estate agents are telling everybody that that's the reason why Summit County's housing market is down right now. What do you think about all that?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'd have to agree. It's so much nationally, and we're no exception, is driven by interest rates. So we've been seeing, I think, like 43% cash buyers. So a lot of cash buyers that can make it work to avoid having to be subject to those interest rates. But I was just hearing from one realtor that had a buyer from one of my listings that they were trying to get a home equity line of credit off of their place out in Wisconsin, and they were getting quoted like 8% for that. And that's definitely a hard pill to swallow when you're looking at where we came from, and then prices haven't come down very much because availability. So it's really this tough affordability piece for people. So either unless you have, I mean, the very wealthy are able to do it and float it or buy it cash, but any average person that's looking at price of the place and price of interest rates, it's pretty tough on affordability. And then they reference in this article, they talk about the golden handcuffs. And the golden handcuffs are basically, we've locked our house in for 3%. And if we go and we make any kind of moves, any kind of changes, we're going to lose that 3% and trade that out for a 7%. And that just is really difficult. So people are kind of locked into their properties. And in a sense, we have people stuck in real estate. So that's what a lot of this article talks about. So it really is true. And it's really, I wouldn't say it's put the brakes on our market. People are still buying. Things are still moving. July was actually a pretty good month. It was high up over July last year. So that was encouraging. But overall, it's if there's a slower market, it's really interest rate driven. So one thing to add on to that is historically, and this is coming from lender experts, historically 2 years after you have an interest rate hike, we see interest rates come back down. So our interest rate hike was started in April of 2022. So April of 2024, if that proves to be true, we could definitely see our interest rates come back down, especially if the Fed gets inflation under control. And now, once it doesn't, we're not going to see 3%. I mean, that's just not realistic. But if maybe we see 6%, I don't know. But when that does happen, that people that have been kind of just saying, I can't do this, are going to come back into the market. And, it's going to be a lot more activity, a lot more buyer activity on already what's a low inventory. So I think next spring, there's a good chance we'll see a lot more people come into the market. Prices are going to go back up.
Cool.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, I know you've been reading a lot of like Phil Jones lately. What's our phrase of the day?
I went to that conference for 3 days, and this was like all we did was sit in a room 8 hours and listen to this guy with an English accent talk about what to say. So,
well, he left a pretty good impression on you. So
he did. It was really good. I mean, and it's just about having the conversations with people that we have to have every single day, whether it's our spouse or kid or business. And we kind of just go into these conversations very unprepared a lot of times and just say the first thing that comes to mind. And it's like, oh no, words are coming out of my mouth.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it ends up like, especially if you get hit with something that you weren't expecting, or something gets you a little hot under the collar. And then it's just, if you don't know what to say, you're going to probably say the wrong thing. And
Yeah.
that's where I find myself so much. So, so yeah, what's our phrase of the day there?
Well, it says the negotiation phrase of the day. And I bet you're a bit like me.
Yes, yes. So,
That's
so
just to win them over to your side, though, isn't it?
I bet you're a bit like me. It's this
Okay.
relational thing. So yeah. So you ever struggle to start a conversation and maybe you're confronted with it's confrontational, or you're
Yeah.
afraid you might be met with resistance. So this phrase, I bet you're a bit like me, it's just a great way to ease into the conversation and at the same time head off an argument. So, for example, let's say you have a handyman service and I'm talking with a prospective client who's a total do-it-yourselfer.
Mhm.
And I know their objection is going to be that they can do it themselves.
Mhm.
And I might say something like, I bet you're a bit like me. Life is very busy. And although you are capable of doing a lot of work on your home on your own, your time is much more valuable in other areas of your life. So that's a little scripted, but something to that effect is going to be, you're kind of heading off that objection. So if you're like most people, you're not going to be able to argue with a statement like that. And it heads off the objection before it's made. So I bet you're a bit like me. This little phrase can help you go into difficult conversations with more confidence and make other person feel much more at ease, knowing that you're relatable and a bit like them.
Yeah, it probably tricks their brain too. When you say you're like me, you probably go through your mind making that happen while you're talking to them. I probably am like Matt. And then you start finding reasons why you are. You're already halfway there.
It does. And it's just, it brings that relational piece into it. And
yeah.
So I like that one. I'm going to try to just incorporate that in all, except for maybe with my daughter. She's like, no, hell no, I'm not anything like you. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
While you were saying it, I started laughing because I started thinking about a guy who just always uses that. And he's just talking about himself all the time. And people are like, no, you're way off.
Yeah, something random. I bet you're a bit like me and you like to shave your back on.
Just very specific, weird things about him.
Yeah. No, actually not.
You know what? That's going to be a whole stand-up routine for me. I bet you're all a bit like me.
Yeah, I bet you're all. No, we're not at all like you.
Yeah, no, you're the crazy guy on stage. Alrighty. Well, how is the market doing? It seems to say that home buyers are still more active than usual. What does that mean?
Yeah, so they are. If we look at, so that's that Keeping Current Matters article. And if we look at that article, I can actually pull it up here really quick.
Oh, I've got it. Here you go.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
There it is. Oh, but it wants me to sign up. There you go.
Sign up. Is it letting you do it? Because otherwise I can pull it up.
Oh, I did. Oh, I've got my button turned off. There it is.
Turn on your button. So this one's kind of looking at these, what they call, if you scroll down, it talks about these unicorn years, and that it's in the pink there. So those are the unicorn years. So everything, you got all in the gray, you got the pre-pandemic stuff. And then you got these nice colorful ones that are more what got impacted by the pandemic. So these are just strange, like one-off. This is never happened before. Hopefully never happens again. I don't know.
What was that?
That was like, I don't have any Catholic,
something
not Catholic, but like holy water or something. Please, God, don't let us ever go
You're
through
just looking
that.
at interest rates. The power of Christ compels you.
Exactly. Please just save us from this craziness that has happened. But unicorn years. So we just saw these spikes, and then off to the far right on that, you can see more. This is looking nationally. You can see more where we are and what things are what's going on nationally. So we're actually, compared to the past couple of years, things are down. Absolutely. Nobody can argue with that. But compared to what's normal, we're kind of just getting back to a little bit more normal. So opportunities for buyers and sellers to negotiate, come together. Sellers are having to come off their price. They're having to negotiate a bit more, and they're not getting, what they expected. But it's just reality of real estate. It's just kind of a more normal, healthy type of transaction. So, which honestly, I hope we continue that way, rather than, seeing another crazy spike. So it just is a lot healthier.
That's interesting. I like the unicorn years. It's an interesting way to talk about that.
I forgot my unicorn outfit. I was going to wear that.
If you do one day, I swear, I'm going to lose my mind.
I need to come up with some costumes. I need to spice it up a little bit here.
I just want you to look like the wrestling people. I want you to be like Hulk Hogan or something. We're back with another MLS update, punk. I shouldn't call the audience punks though.
Punks. Yeah. And then probably now we got the millennials. I guess millennials know Hulk Hogan, but you get that next gen.
We need to get you a really tiny microphone. You just hold it, it's got a wire. It's like Bob Barker.
Oh gosh.
All right. Now I've got 5 new listings for us. Are we ready for that part of the show?
Yes, 5 new listings. Top 5.
All right. We're starting small and then we're going big. I'll start with this one here. Let me uncheck this guy. All right. So here's our first house, 1211 West Keystone. Let me get zoomed in a bit so everybody can see what I see. This one's going for $376,000.
Yeah, so this is a slopeside condo and right at the base of Mountainside and Keystone. So
let me pull up my map.
Oh yeah, pull up your maps.
There we go.
So ski in, ski out property, for starters. So rentable, second. So you've got just great access to the lifts and great short-term potential. So if you want to just have that go to the mountains, crash pad, you're there to ski. So studios might just work, and you go in there and pull out the trundle bed and make it work for you. But I think that these are really good opportunity for folks that want to just be slopeside for something that's not a crazy price. So they've got everything you need, a little kitchenette, they've got bed, bath, and not much more, but it's going to get you what you need. So this one is 379 square feet. So a little studio, and you can see the little kitchenette that it's got. That works for a weekend, right?
Yeah. Looks like a sushi restaurant almost.
And a little deck, trees, courtyard right near the Snake River, underground parking. So it's got that parking garage. So come up for the weekend, stay, leave early Monday morning so you don't have to deal with traffic on a Sunday evening. And super good little condo to invest in the mountains.
It looks like fun.
Yeah, they've redone the exteriors on these. HOAs on these are kind of high. I'm not gonna lie. It includes your everything but your electric, which is your heat. But it's $801, and the reason why it's so a month, and the reason why that's so high is because they did a bunch of remodel work on the exteriors of the building. So that kind of makes it a little spendier for the HOA.
I like it. It's one of the nicer condos I think I've seen in a while.
Yeah, it's good little convenient spot.
All right, here's our next one, jumping up to $560,000. This is 410 Tenderfoot Street in Dillon, Colorado.
Yeah, so this one is
right off the water.
Right off the water. So super cool. You walk out the grass onto the water, grab your paddleboard, kayak, whatever, and you're right down there. You've got Dillon Amphitheater close by with right over there on the left-hand side of the screen.
Oh, I see it. Look at that.
The amphitheater there. They get some big concerts that come in there.
Is this like bike path right here?
Yep. And that's the bike path that laps around there. And so they've, really good concerts in there. Then you got that, you can kind of see how they got that big courtyard. But this one's totally remodeled, so pretty sweet. 498 square feet.
Yeah.
HOA is $425 a month, and it doesn't have any garage parking, so you're surface parking. But right in the heart of Dillon, park your car, ride your bike. It's a good way to go.
I like this place.
Yeah, good remodel. They did a nice job with it.
Yeah, nice amenities, even though it's not a great big space. Look at that sink. How do you even use that?
I don't know. Just gonna spray you in the face.
I like it though. It looks really nice. And the fact that you're right there where everything is.
Yeah. And in the wintertime, they groom cross-country ski trails out on the lake. They plow an area for pond, like hockey, for pond hockey or lake hockey, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So I'd do that.
Nice.
If I was a single dude, or even just, one other, then I would do that.
Yeah, that's all I keep thinking about. This is like perfect for me. This one jumped up another 250, 1127 9000 Divide Road in Frisco.
Yeah, so 1,100 square feet, so you definitely get a bit more space. You get that Frisco address, so, and you're right off the lake as well. Top floor, you got a deck. It's you've got, and I love the windows and the light and the space on this. So I think this is a good one. It's got some granite countertops, a little bit of updating, some room to do some more, but it's got everything you need. You're right near the bike path. So wood burning fireplace. HOA on this guy is $550 a month, and that will actually include your gas as well. So I'm guessing that's your heat. And you got 2-car assigned surface parking. Built in 1970, so kind of an older building, but right near the bike path, pretty easy access to everything. It's not right in the heart of Frisco, but it's
in Frisco.
It's in Frisco. So.
Yeah. That's cool, man. Those mountains are really huge.
Yeah, that's Peak 1 in the background there. So.
Is that what that is?
Yep.
You got a UFO out here too.
Oh yeah, look at
that. Yeah. Do you guys ever get sightings out there?
Oh, I get carried off every once in a while and probed, but
I turned off my video sharing. All right, let's see if this is the one I want. 2,295,000. This is 25 Grays Peak Trail in Dillon.
Yeah, this one I was actually in yesterday, so it seemed like a great property. It has it's 2003 build, so not too old, and they've got nice sized garage space. It had this is over in the Summit Cove area, so you got some trails right nearby, not too far from Keystone, and they had just to get to the kitchen picture actually. Yeah,
so here
all remodeled kitchen. This is a gorgeous kitchen that they had. I really like that. That was kind of the biggest highlight, I think, for me, was that kitchen in there. And then had nice kind of cool beams and open floor plan. A little cut up when you walked in the entryway as far as the layout goes, but once you were in the house, it felt really open and really spacious.
It feels really warm to me. I like it.
Yeah. And great, like, unobstructed views looking out through over across that open space just across the road.
This bedroom shape is really interesting. I like it. Must be on one extreme side of the house or something.
Yeah, didn't really remember that one very well. Big old rec area above the garage.
Art studio. Yeah. I like it. This is a really, really nice house.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty sharp.
Look at that.
Cool patio. I actually didn't get out the back patio there. That looks really nice.
Yeah, it does.
So, yeah, I thought it was a good value, right around 2.3 million and the bonus, it has like a 1,700 square feet of unfinished basement area underneath of it.
I
So
must have missed those pictures. Look at that. More UFOs.
look, is it a lightning strike?
Yeah.
Nice. Wow.
They got a lightning strike.
Holy cow.
Very cool.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah. All right. This is the last one I've got.
Bum, bum,
This
bum.
is 1790 Golden Eagle Road in Silverthorne, Colorado. I like this. This kind of lean-to look is super nice.
Yeah. So 3 1/4. Really good modern, kind of mountain modern looking house. This is Eagle's Nest. This is what we call the banana belt of Summit County. So
Banana belt. Is
yeah.
that this thing?
You know, that whole area, like scroll out, like that whole area down through Silverthorne and just right there below the reservoir. That's kind of, it's just a little bit lower, doesn't get as much snow. Summers are a little longer. So that's why we call it banana belt. So when we're up, you know, being up here at 9,000 plus feet, it's just kind of, it's nice to have, you know,
Yeah.
be a little less snow sometimes.
You guys are almost 2 miles in the air.
Yeah, it's pretty high. Pretty high. Yeah.
All right, let's look at this thing.
Yeah. So cool looking, modern design, 2-car garage. You got that wraparound deck. Sits right on the golf course. So, you know, that's kind of gives you that intrinsic open space.
This website's been acting silly today. It keeps kicking me off the photos.
Oh, huh. Yeah, it's a, you know, good enough modern design. Like that's the steel around the fireplace.
Really very clean kitchen.
Yeah, super clean lines in the kitchen.
My dad would love this place.
Yeah, like that kind of style.
Well, it's just 90 degrees, angular, everything's put away.
Yeah. I love this bathroom with all that stone. That's super cool. Yeah. Great entryway. You got the quintessential mud room. Got to have a place to put skis and boots. Yeah. Nice looking laundry. Open staircase. I love that.
This looks like it's one of those almost 3-floor type houses, right?
Yeah, kind of spread type of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, and
this
so almost 4,000 square feet, 5-bed, 5-bath, and coming in at $3,250,000. Puts them right around $834 a square foot for a 2015 build. So
it's a huge garage.
A nice big garage.
Man. If the snow got deep enough, you could ramp off of these.
Plenty of ramps right there.
Lots of ramps.
We could launch off all kinds of stuff on that house.
Yeah. Your BMX track is super nice, Billy. Get off the roof.
Get off the roof. Actually, knew a kid up here that had a bike jump coming off of his dad's roof.
Oh my gosh, I bet.
Yeah.
This is really cool. I like this whole area. This is neat.
Yeah, the Eagle's Nest Three Peaks neighborhood is definitely a very sharp neighborhood.
All right. Well, that's all I've got for the homes.
Okay, cool. Oh, did you have that one for, and if you don't, I can pull it up. Did you have that one for 724 Willowbrook?
Oh, yeah, I can put it back up. Oh, you're talking about the house on the website?
Yeah, so we just wanted to mention that we had the price reduction on 724 Willowbrook Road.
Yeah, I can do that.
Up in that same area, so really good looking house.
So here is 724 Willowbrook Road.
Yeah, that's the one. So gosh, I can't believe that I haven't gotten this place sold yet. We've had a lot of people like so close, and this is one that's kind of just been getting hit a little bit by that interest rate hike. You know, it's kind of right on that cusp price wise, and but anyway, so we got the price just reduced that price today to $2,200,000. So it's at $2,300,000, and it's a lot of house for the money.
Tons of house.
Yeah, it's right near some really great hiking trails. It's got super easy access to that, and it's got the best layout of any homes that I've seen on the market lately. You got that open floor plan, and you got rec area downstairs. So anyway, shout out for that one, because I think that one's a great value, and somebody ought to jump on that soon, because it's going to go.
Probably should ought to be me. I need to get rich pretty quick, huh?
Right? I mean, you got a few days.
A few days. I gotta start with the smooth talking real quick.
Yeah, lottery tickets.
Lottery tickets. Just butter up the 7-Eleven guy.
There you go. Exactly. Just keep them coming. Cool. And then I think that's, I guess we got some, that's it for the day, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Wow, time flies when you're having fun. So awesome. Well, thank you everybody for joining the Ski Summit Real Estate Show. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave us a like below, share us on social media, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends, and don't forget to check the description for the links and things we mentioned in the episode today. So I'm Matt Dayton, Benji with Benji Does, Ski Summit Real Estate Show. Hope to see you in the mountains soon. Thanks for joining us.